From Kofi Okyeame medase say ode ato ha Ancestors TV GH suni na dane den nyina ye de wa onim ye tu anamon say ye penokra ye pensim say ye be ya setena ye bibia ye bia no it will be well informed say na ye timi de akoye nim ye hunu ye ho ano na Africa for say no so ye ni na afro so ye ni ne kumo so ye adedada o so ye nyane o ye nim but Ancestors TV is able to do all of that. Many empenimfo mienu. That's very unusual. So nipa miensa eti show we so de bia na eye one-on-one but na ko hia say ye miensa na ye di enkomo. Kongo Wattu de wa onim no. Say nano ya ye ne na edi enkomo ma nipa dodo ani je ho. Na ye de mo kanti no. Ye so ye kan de mo yo. Say de mo kan he. Mo se ye mfa ne nsan mranti asen aba bio. Na obeka ya nano ye di enkomo no. Ayemi aminu ya bema Okyeame Kwame din bem na yeka vegan asem the pros and cons of it papa wom boni wom se obeyi obi abetena wi ase se de won wenam se ye nsuom nam se ye moja nam se enam bia won we na ene de ye hwe no ene se ekoba ne saa no a spiritually no ewo emfaso bi a ede manipa ana se emfaso die bia ni so na wo ya wa na pese o ya akwa se de bia wo pese o kire mo ase ubu won na wo pese wo ni won e be gidigidi bia se futu we se de masebo nye se bo no mo ja nam no hwe wan wi a wo be wo enti bani fa me mo akwa aba
yeah
Kongo
yes sir
bibia boko
now say
ya do bo ade na se bibia boko akwa me
bema
na de na eko
sale nyakopon adomo watch ye fe pa o
the original no say ni boy den pa. The original no boy den pa.
Teacher me sure so original un bezo bi abetwa wonse. Asha da.
So take you for man. Yo ntia na yenhwe asem no a ye de atop no so na afi yenhwe. Say does it have any spiritual benefit aside health benefits? Say kakra me making kind in pensem kakra na nhwehwemu kakra mayen. E che say eboa my body need to me function ye wo kwan bi so be wenam say won wenam. Enti yenhwe ni me enu nyina say eboa say wo we say eboa say won we. E kwan be so na ye fa so ehwe we nyina. Kwame de na say no hu dewura na obo ntina aside so be answer Kongo eno so ka won ntina ye te anambo a
edem
until me start wo
me pa che ye de be sha say wo so
okay yo me da say me nia Okyeame Kofi ye bra so asese oba sanity we nye debate e be di nkomo sanity
ye suade
aha
kama
nti sanity won say veganism no na che say strictly udi plant based
food
pacho I'll be mixing with English because last time na me Crawford was USA almost almost in America no into am the be mix bro for carabem mix
de aduni de ye tie ni ye nyane afi ye ndem ye for ye Crawford no kura ntinam di twi na ye program we ba
okay mate
omo no ye be nyi omo ho adaji
okay
ye keka na bro for na ti o mbese akohwem kena
mate okay all right then yo mate and me kon tree no to be kura me den kran so be fra because me can cry more anyway and plant based food na near I want to say starting and saying I mean say by Obroni I friend Donald Watson the bia ni a o say won hu baby efi Obroni friend Donald Watson why winning na for so many years ni bibia and ni middle age odu on 50s e kono and now decided say I then own the nambium and about health issue based on like ethics human animal rights you understand who mobile free say or say a name one sanity and I say but I mean chiro baby ni we no so free buy of us idea no
also papa no this
friend Donald Watson oko online abohu akokra bi bohu yeah because here na start here the bag Ghana me chiro ni nyina Enti no ohwe America se na omonye mwa no enye yenye mwa sa ewo ebibrime mu omode mwa no ne ntwie no ehye cage mu ena omo de nkukwa aduane ena ema omo feed corn and soya ena omode ma omone ntwie Inti ema ne ntwie na nkasa no they become stressful. Omo tete na omo develop yare bi to say mad cow disease and stuff like that. Bonsana na ntwie na nkasa na nanu nso because yambo ne ntwie say ombedi ebro na ondi soya beans. Ne ntwie na aduane ye grass.
They are restricted into a refined area.
Ne ntwie ne enrura sare ena owe. Na also then opie ba bonten na ewi aso born so a light water magnetism for everybody in nature. And no mo keep you in this confined way. Internet Netflix for the years our documentary no. But you see they threw the bucket and the baby and the water all. It's not about the meat. It's about the way they treat the animals. We were living in what we call, we have what we call this relationship, like symbiotic relationship with the animals. They've made themselves to be part of us. What we call domesticated. They want to be with us and help us, to have our nutrition. Because we are not animals. We are not herbivores. Like how some people say. Scientific fact. A hypothesis.
Herbivores.
Herbivores. Because me, I'm a science student. Sebi, me acquaintance. I did physics, chemistry, and biology. You understand? Want to mean can't the doctor Bia say, your boy say you can't digest the cellulose fiber of a grass. Me the grass mouse is here say ria. O ria enye ye. Sare enye ye.
And you agree?
There be because we no a one stomach. Nentwie wo four stomach. It's called rumen. And sa four stomach. Ne yefunu no eye anan ya chemu anan.
Enti no timi we no DBS here chere no
epu because nienti oye ne sa ne say o special bacteria e wo sa ne yefunu no kutokuo no no. Enti onye wi nra no na sa bacteria no oma fermente nra no. Sisia Into omo fermenting nra na wapu aba na wasan resa emwa no na ntwie nye herbivore or emwa but in a form of what we call microbes amu emwa kitenkiten ene emma no yekese no nti enumu no onya ne fatty acids because aduane bia wudi no I was say aduane ne break it into fatty acids na etume build the muscle na ma we fe
kama
sanet here. But omun wo sa system no ye ni sa system no ye yefunu ye ba kompe ena ye no fermentation no happen wo baby e fra ho no gut ye colon ena nutrient so does not absorb through colon, it absorb through small intestines, and small intestines you need proteins. Simple, you need amino acids. Intina ye wo HCl wo hono hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid no ni oye ne say undigested protein, undigested banana, undigested mango, undigested proteins frame say ye fish, say ye nkosia, say ye raw milk. Eno ntina ye wo ye no ye da nufusuo so no. Ye da nufusuo so.
Nufusuo.
Yeah. More cry, na modern medical institutions, no, WHO, no, 36 months because of career women. But who feed the aquala breast milk, our person arjun mu be no ye intelligent, pa na aquala no unya buying bo every yarea horo hua or so breastfeed ya 2 years plus. Me firstborn 2 years on your radar. strong.
No for.
Oh yes, very beautiful.
But
girl.
we introduce you other solids.
Yes, that too.
Along
Yes,
the way.
yeah, along the sano. Say
And still you keep the breast milk.
sanet here no na immune booster no. What you say? And ebua maame no so. And the breast cancer be because of women are not breastfeeding how they should. 6 months, but I forget it. Now or formula, baby formula, and yet you understand. So come back to the fairness, into the breast milk contains proteins, fat, and carbohydrates. In a minute fairness and quantity, I beboa akola na dwene na ma akola no etumi develop. Sanet anti nature cry nim the protein, carbohydrate, ne fat. I then ahye no fusuo mu. Ena ma akola ye chubby fe fat ninti. Enti se wo se ehun hia na wo be wi nwura nkwa na wo wi nwura obenya wa hoden a you are going against nature. You can thrive to me, but we hia eniama bebre me no medi ebia amane medi amane miensa amane nketua miensa ayede ye sardine medi miensa pe the whole day me okay. But no, as a vegan, in order for you to have your energy, your strength from the glucose now, because vegan be an glucose. Banana is glucose. That is scientific fact.
And what about the seeds?
Mango. Yeah, we will come on that. Those seeds, sesame seeds, and all those things, they contain what we call linoleic acid, alpha linoleic acid. They don't have DHA. Yeah, what DHA, which is the key. I don't know, nipa. I can take you way back to that theory because we were not human, we were not Homo sapien. That is what I was saying last time. But I will explain today. Before we became Homo sapien, it took omega-3 fatty acids before because our ancestors developed the marine world and then they stay near the coastal. And then they start to consume the marine foods, what we call seafoods. And then that's why that omega-3 fatty acids. We have DHA, we have EPA, and we have ALA. Nina wo enamu fish mo. They are very small in mammals. Land animals in where what assassin so the no it's small yes very small internet and animal no meat de bia. So we have to set the record straight. You can't say oh sorry the meat in there, the meat Tuesday, the meat Wednesday. No, we were not eating meat like that. Your name one tena into bone say will be 700. You understand? Or 1.400. We were depending on the milk more, just like the Maasai kingdom.
And he said, so which there's this school that say Abuane Ring and Sensai. And the man in Yana Hoarding. And I may you come Abuana area. And a young Korean Sensai.
Sir, and American say a theory. And yes, scientific fact. We are dealing with fact. And I made sure I was a fact. No, be medical doctor be and yeah, fact. Fact and I say hydrochloric acid na wo mono. So I nsuo no, nsuo. Hydrochloric acid is meant purposely for proteins. And one thing I say would di enam any starch aduane mefa ne say would di fufu any enambia sense na say nambia after a couple of hours na BBC na oboso phone na ofia obo say enam no emba ni eba na yefufuo no ana say mono na eba identity because the body recognize proteins first. Starch is not
the idea dada.
Sisi a wa translate
wayam no
wayam dada eno ntina nkran sa jata no omo Vietnam sisi a they don't delay because they have a lot of hydrochloric acid. Sebe emwa nyina ya pese ye refer ye ho menim se me nua eti hoi My friend is so Kwame Jata, Nidi Bejipa. But my friend is so Kwame Ujayan and Ninja.
The main
Yeah, and you want any Beji say,
page at me, page.
Funny example, but meaning you want crophobic, said the Rasta phobia,
Lion.
Yeah, Pesa young friend lion. Sizzla Kalonji, lion, yeah, me lion. Keep it no be a Pesa friend lion, or be no Pesa friend a punching. Let's face the fact.
And why is that?
Yes. And I may say because someone carnivores no. You understand? Their frequency, their energy is higher.
Okay, to more day.
Which is eagle.
There no abrabra no ho ase near the name.
Was here, eagle. Onyin chen imwa bebre. Ne aduane odi, meat. Eagle hunts for snakes. Eagle eats flesh. All the powerful animals in our palaces. Meaning, me can't beka say Debbie, say or beka say or royal or your this year. Who call palaces ning na? Lions na area in front of the palaces. Who call gan palace? Lion. In call in Fibia, ya drop punching. Ya draw giant. Debbie. Lion
as a symbol of authority. And eagle so much you so eagle.
American, I'm carnivores. Falcon, carnivores.
Okay, my call Kwame when me also say no make a lot of noise. Kwame, Kwame be.
Kongo have been say ja on fire.
Okay. The what kind of so far? No, what is your
well, me idea about me pet power establishing say vegan any diet, a lifestyle based on onipa wababeji atum say emwa enso feelings omo spine omo nervous system into omo feel pain omo the same cortisol serotonin ene neoma ema ye nyina ye nya atenka no omo emotional omo su omo pese se owo kakraka pa ebefa akokokosua ba akopese ma me ne beku am wakunansa enti emwa no nso pese omo ne omo nananom ene omo matenase no omo join groups of families no omo nantia abra emu defend omo against other animals enti the
above all this life
exactly the most important thing to all sentient beings is life. Obia wo me sebo jata. Obia peso protecting it. But society na say nature a create say ebi to me dominate bi ebi dibi nebi nibi. Enti asema waka no to a very large extent apart from hydrochloric acid no to a very large extent menene ya adwene wa asema waka ni nyina. Nemum the baby a menene differ kakra bi say onipa the word onipa no a free etymology pemu enti onipa wati wiase ene 2024 ene the key problem e wo wiase climate change global warming the farming of nantwie akukọ preko hwan no every day nantwie 900,000 enipekum. It's almost in the billions emwa yekum. For us to be able to raise our emwano for the protein now see a yemayeno. Onipa be use 70% more of land size because Ojaino ne ade no kanunso workshop say omudi wheat, omudi oat, sorghum, millet, ewura any ade. Onipa kodo na wa create aduane de akoma saa over 60 billion MW. It is a climate change in common. Ehun hia onipa de a. Na se yabegia tum say, nyame na meka UN scientists abegia tum say ye bre livestock farming ase a. Ye betimi abre global warming ase between 15 to 16 and between 15 to 19%. Na se when di nam na unwu de a. Adentina wunjai enamni di said the beya assassin na wodono no betinase. First environmental reason for the vegan lifestyle.
Sa UN science we no the data no when was it published, and for what reasons? Okay, for the global warming reasons.
For global warming,
but
global
then,
warming science.
How old is this information?
Oh, it is an ongoing information. Just say. The me wa me de be ma no me de be ma to ade ase they sure say for the past maybe 20 years coming every year it is being renewed for the past 20 years
ya teneriasi mu a practice way I remember our farming just the way we have done, and we had no issues until about 20 years old.
No. That is not the problem. The problem is that say onipa doso. Technology akosro onipa nya medicine enuro which 90% of that apart from the natural ones near poison first no say ye wo akokɔ pai free ni kosua mu a na it take many weeks and san wa epanyin and 4 weeks pepepe omo won hormones na akokɔ na nyini enam senti onipa hunyansa e dia create emoa no more enti se nantwie Oba first no obewu age so on heat enti en wonim say aboa bia say oni on heat a o ma won ne na no anyem but enam say oni pepe aboa ne milk anum nti obekwa akotwetwe be ma nantwie be ma ne kote ne wa fa sebe wa fa ne sperm no no de ne nsa wura oba no bosom ni mu
when you have to play you
the bosom
ni train him
now wa force wa sharp one ma we say so the bear onipa benya ne milk no anom abra
okay
sa milk kro na ewo aboa mamal bi owo wiase biara onom ne milk ne ma milk ana ne fifi pe no agya 2 years onipa nkoa ena wonom ne milk wie sa akonom nantwie de eso wo ma no okra milk wonom wo ma no akura milk wonom wo ma no sebo milk wonom but obenom nantwie milk molecules e wo sa milk nim no eye sede nantwie ba benyina ye kakraka kokroko eti so onipa enyini through 2 years bia nya ne milk ni bio so okwakwo repu aboyi what I say onipa ha ya doso enam say ya doso obroni nsusu anu aye ne de enam senti ope steak openechi openenfe openeha openeha enti omu clear asase every single minute onipa lusu asase the size of an every single minute Olympic sports stadium just say the be betimi afa memwa amwai protein ye pe wo mu protein yi bi wo plant mu enti adenti na wundi plant no na wunsi be no ye one the second reason tia onipa se obeye vegan ene say me ameti hwe ni humu amobo me nam na se ka abo okra ye me ya mentimi fa nkore ka abo kra mentimi fa nkore me hu se ka abo aponche ye me ya me ni abo edi agro kwa na metia na so ye kwe eti so ye onipa dasani na wo tema ema abo asade a ene say ni se wutumi we especially se wa anwe a enye ohwe yenhwe health yare bi te say cardiovascular diseases akoma yare ene ehunwo cancers colon cancer erectile dysfunction bema wewo bema de bema ewo yare bebre type 2 diabetes sa yare nyina the number 1 carcinogen e wo wiase e processed meat and regular meat the number 1 carcinogen and you make also cancer will be seen in number 1 adentia because onipa hunyansa owono
it is too ambiguous.
No, I'm serious.
Processed meat and I will have issues with. But raw God created meat.
It's not true.
Nana. It is because enam na yakopon boy na no mo yi wo desert nye no na mo wi no.
It is enam no way.
Enam na wo wi no ye GMO.
Okay.
Enam na wo wi no ye wono antibiotics. But
I think say he established it say. Say emwa no abrochire ninyen no. Different from Africa has to be senior.
My sure the difference. Nana Ras, this is
okay.
My sure difference. When Nigeria do mu free Mali, and I say Burkina Faso Ghana pay. ebi anantwie 100 ne akyekere omo na ne kon akyea sei ne akyekere omo ade omo aboka yi hu potholes ye nyina baabi mo omo nwonso ye nyina baabi onipa dasani bia so osuro na obra ne body ne produce cortisol cortisol ene na ye stress hormones ene di ebufuo ba ene bo ama utimi nyane se light ba no aba naturally but se we are under stress who induce cortisol sa cortisol no se abo an ya ngon hormone bia but enam se ehu aka no nti o produce sa cortisol no ne atwa ne ti na ukotwitwa we a obe boil cortisol under 100 degrees it will still stay in the food enti yen farming no in the wrong way yen man maize yen man soy yen man hwewa enwura no wawe but enam say ehu aka no for 16 hours so free mali benti wa poison the system sisia mit minute he obi chie so
and the cortisol is bad for consumption.
Yes.
And yeah, many pa.
No nebema ye be won kwala no mwanya ADHD, omwanya we penyi ontimi focus ni nyina because cortisol no stress hormone no wo ade animo cortisol or direct correlation with insulin levels. Insulin eso ebe rise na waba benye insulin deficient na dane type 2 diabetes. So why do you eat the problem? Why don't you go straight to eat the solution, which is the plant?
But who said Kongo we shouldn't tell so no nya adwene on kwan bi.
Yes. Me da na se pa enkomo ye de.
I think
Enkomo na de udi bi sa che.
I love it. We need more of this thing. Niame break kan no nyina no won that make kan say. And when I'm starting here no, we have something we call regenerative farming. And none of you practice it. You understand? Into we call Masai, the Masai. Once all can na nentwie ASA na ekoso say. Abrofo na nkasa akwa experiment. You see, we are dealing with fat. We know your feelings.
And your feelings.
Oh, dear, my mainland. Yene
Facts.
Bra, yene start vegan. Information now can in yene. Me na mokola. At the age of 21, me na mokola na me kra banana bread. Me the whole Ghana, me na me eat banana bread first. Me the wheat, nam wheat kebab. We are because say we are punching them. We are trying to disguise meat. Na enye te say and nam by force. Na fan convincing nipa. Yen sadia no. I was a chef. I'm still a chef.
But could be crowd no my friend is it tofu?
Tofu. Yeah, tofu. I was doing tofu. Yeah, na tofu but yeah SDA force na kebab. Wheat chunks in this animal man. Me mafa hon I used to talk like that. But enye fat. Dogmatism, ideology. We are talking about fat. Nyokano emwano sa anu I waso.
Uche ma Kwame ne kasa out of sentiment.
Sana
Mame fast statistics ni mawe.
Debbie.
I odi oka say we are nam dey
Nyokano. There is no
Harvard review.
And make actually say we deal with experience, truth. There is no correlation via say meat. And we are not talking about processed meat. We are talking about meat. Red meat does not cause any form of cancer, does not cause any form of hypertension. My mother suffered stroke. We can call my mother, I can call my mother right now, my mother will answer. Me and said, then I'm a son in your me mama stroke, she form on the middle of the street. Man fananko hospital. Me then nam ne son in your Ninchinam and inkosia. Me chantro that me chantro me fear calm bomb and when I'm treating for. So there is no correlation. Ni okano ya can be a jai. Me na me ni akoma kra. Ye hu obi a oton na mo kra po e wa abonten kra na edidi na atem. Me master of training me no sa na not yet very bitter. Uhu na usro. Ya fia no ya severe Hebrew Israelite man. No training yen. Into the information in shame, but a do baby no ankasa no to me and wo. On to me and wo. And no call back. Let me tell you, I'm cannot correct. Vegans be brave and cannot correct. Into one nama. Wo fi say wo ye ni ye. But all di namu this year. Ye ne we ku. Ye were cool, my mentor, me see ye were cool, yeah, he cool, na me, ye cool, when they find the Hebrews.
They tell you not to eat meat, but behind the doors they are eating.
Me braba kunko one of the brothers or the trophy, what you trophy kitten, they are share a beans, I say, pa go bass here. I was so got
It was just a Kwame to make my baso coffee or in
Debbie, I'm not saying about it. I can't say, the brand, me who the energy now, it says, and I'm starting here. We started for Frasanet here. 3 years. Fairly fine. 3 years, there's a wound baby. It do 7 years, or no consequences. No. 7 years.
How long have you been vegan?
3 years.
4 years.
I got 2 months.
Nah, yeah, why 4? Okay, last time I'm sharing a video, no, I said 3, but it's okay. But it do 7 years, your liver stores ketones. Yeah, ketones, that's the energy from the fat. Previous food. Into the bed we be na fe no nyina beko. B12 will go. Your sleep pattern will change. Ebedu we be no to me in the year. Abeda bon say 1 hour na nani ati 2 hours na on tia said that. But you will be with the community will tell you that you are growing spiritual. It's a lie. Ebedu baby to affect even your sexual performance because sex hormones are all made from fat. This is fact.
Okay, the fact that you change animal fat.
No.
And what plant fat.
No, plant fat. We are not meant to eat any plant fat, and I will explain.
Yeah.
This is not about ideology. Why we namosa na wode wo mbano? Bisa doctor bia nyam namona wo ye no anka unya nkwala no a wanya mo fefefe no. I'm telling you the fact.
It's not true.
Sperm is made from proteins and salt. Nti anu na ma wo to me ewo ye. Ye wo vegans. Call YouTube sisi ya na type veganism epitome of malnourishment. Obesu obehu vegan.
Oni made ba kwa ras oni made ba kwa Okyeame nwanwa.
Yes.
Ye bon komo ye ka say ade bi a scientific fact.
Yeah.
E kire say ebia e wo clinical study over a certain period of time. Eti ultimate fa won kwan experience.
Enya me kwan
experience. If you are vegan, no my malnourished. 92% of all the human beings on earth are malnourished. Are we saying that is it because of only the 1 point something percent no we are vegans no vegetarians no? 92% of everybody on earth is malnourished. Is that a scientific approach? There be can ultimate you so o ma me nko o de carnivore diet e healing no
because
from clinical study done by Oxford Harvard nutritionists, which I'm going to share some with you right now.
And I may say there is no correlation via say meat also diabetes. And I may say no. Me so me a scientist. You've been fed that information from the medical. I'm a scientist. I'm a scientist. I can show you my certificate. I'm not a small person. I'm a scientist for real. We understand. I am a holistic light treatment. I have my nutritional certificate from Switzerland. Minyani pasebe kutwa mechira nkrofo amaye ejuma mo Ghana. Dr. K. Buzia family na nam na mesho makosia busy. I'm speaking from fact. Stevie Wonder, neba bema na or depression, obient me sani are de neba Ghana, me sani are Duncan Williams, Archbishop, or Shamia, and me makoni fee ako ye duane amanoda. Inti me ni pakotoa. I have been through everything. NYU, New York University, professors, omo Ghana, me and omo frame na me ye duane mom because me ye duane ma wa omo beto. You understand? Inti ni American ma femu nyina no. I know what I'm talking about. Ni anti American or can be say diabetes type 2 say no is caused by meat and regular meat and now me person me Chinese say intro. There is nothing like that. It is processed meat because they put nitrate and sugar inside the hot dogs. Inti say the hot dogs ni sa nyama processed meat na was supermarket na. And ubenya diabetes, it will increase your insulin. Fat and proteins does not increase insulin. And
this is the short run.
No, in the long run. There are people who are eating meat for 15 years. Go and check for Jordan Peterson, or Canada. He's been eating meat alone, beef alone, and water for years. Neba Michaela, who developed the lion diet. Ni yare nyina one so depression, bipolar, whatever ni nyina no Michaela ate only meat, she has reversed all. And then only medical doctors at say fat. We are talking about fat, not about feeling, about spookism. Oh, where abuano was that feeling, no was soul, no was said. I don't know about hostile. Just a level in I am tro. You catch there, and I say, oh, and now kuma abuana, and now udia. And abuano bufu ye no di wu ye. No. I'm telling you something that we used to teach people. What I say another word for cortisol now. There are other words now we used to say to people. Say abuano, yes, queen all tete emuninti no utwa no kon or the sa or show no ne we obeje gu ni nam no mu. This is what we were telling people. It is not true. There's nothing like that. I don't harm nobody. You understand? I don't harm. I am the most compassionate doctor ever. You can see the comments under. The vegans that sebi, I grew up with them. They were ripping off the community, selling higher supplement. Crying to me into be. Yet Tom Spirulina, ne boy, I am to mean to be.
And your point is that when Abuam or Bontin, I was a 1 year boy, Nephew, Udi Ginny Pescan, and no so yet.
Veganism is so expensive. We were living so simple in Africa. We were Nubians.
Now, because over some research points that you wanted to make. Okay,
what I say quickly. Untumi mfa label, untumi mfa bibi ntu obi so say yen nyina yen share box back say this is the lifestyle. Africa soon. Ewiase soon. Ko Mediterranean for was an living. They live longer. They eat seafoods. You understand? We have people who are called pescatarians. They eat only seafoods. They live longer. Japan in there Japan. Yeah, bad development.
Okinawa for
115. I'm with you then high protein diet. Of course, Okinawa.
Omaduane blue zone. Okinawa. Omaduane 90% vegetables, ni fruits. Omade meat ni eggs kakrebi anu kwa salmon. But we say a high protein food and no quarry. Et asembia obeka bia unfa. Into sources way. Oh, Jaisa, Rasta Jaisa.
I'm not here to be coaching and all those things. What you say because I have all the books. You understand? Omo buy and on back country say woody when di nama ubenyi ubeye say no. Bisa omo nyamo wen. Me bisa so ni Laila Africa. Me wa Laila, me na me Laila Africa book first wa Ghana. African holistic health. E wo fie me kwa me twa picture ni na me to me carry my books because I'm coming from Eastern region. I don't have car. You understand? And come sister me books about Laila Laila Africa. We go share the last day, sir. Oba here to send chinam. But draining what I say because
no what changing.
Yes, because
you're vegan.
Vegan. Is
that your fear? That is why you feel people.
Yes, my family that truth is an experience, not an information. Me my family that you understand? All from 1998. 2 divorces because of sir.
Veganism.
I'm telling you because ninyina no oba na yebi misumi yebi eba amba se wona wo wanya tisia na me kan se me bra wanya enti no me kasa enye de
but me bra kasa no kasa you cannot actually draw from your experiences and make it and generalize
experience in kwa me ba say ye wa ha enye me kwa me experience it's a lot.
That's the Google then to epitome of what?
Epitome of malnourishment.
Veganism, epitome of more.
YouTube na koshe.
Into Wawa Sempa, you can actually also Google this.
Nako YouTube so na koshe vegans turn carnivore. 10,000s of them. But you will never see carnivores who have turned to vegan.
But I was carnivore and turned to vegan.
You were eating junk food alongside meat. And no Kwame enti asenu. Who di brodo?
Mami Musa
sani ama meat no na ma depression. Into who face say meat no na ma depression. Me say me tie no pa. Me follow me nua no.
Okay.
Okasa.
Into what here the submissions ni nyina nti.
To WHO 2015 question and answer carcinogenicity of red and processed meat. I beg you. Mame come again. Without
Yeah, I say man.
Say it's not about spookism. Also was it WHO.
If you're planning to reduce our population, just talking about WHO.
Oh, there you go. Manin kind nti.
Bouvard et al. 2015.
Yes.
Carcinogenicity of consumption of red and processed meat. Pan et al. 2016. Consumption of and a risk of prostate cancer related to red meat. Farvid et al. 2014. Dietary linoleic acid and risk of breast cancer. Larson, meat consumption and the risk of pancreatic cancer. Wada remind me we have the ningin amount. Fatu ho. They say science enya me Kwame experience me way 8 years ago na me ntiminda. Mada 2 hours. Na me was severe back pain. Me nuanom himself for 30 years ni I always slept and woke up with a headache. Eti me kura na me ndesum yeso. Ene me yi enam free. When I started following the courses of agriculture mebre at 40. I beg you, me me patch up
That country
Wada Roma mami.
Kongo.
Mami we.
Kongo mani we.
Me patch wo mami.
Yeah.
Your doctor they me to a draw so.
Yeah.
When I'm starting drugs for LDL, cholesterol, any hypertension. Me no me draw na almost 1 and something years ago, 2 years. And I made research na me say me try me nyina mo mfrim. Na me LDL no, me bad cholesterol no, e was 4.7. Threshold near 3.0. Manu me drew ko 2 years and ma from that. Me yi enam no e free me duanim. Everything else that I was eating, all the junk plus all the starchy foods, any when nyina I still ate them because I didn't know what I know now. And me bad cholesterol no, ate free 4.7 but 2.4.
Just by eliminating meat.
In 3 months.
Okay.
Me BP no. Neti mi kwa ma me doctor kwa yes oboma sma kwa keto ade na odwene ho. Me BP na me test at the green. Me na me baboy na wedi 15 na BP ye pe.
Meat.
Me meat me ye free. Me yi meat free mu no. Me headaches ni nyina na me ire kumsom ye ho na me ka se sum ye na me da so ma me tipa me back pain, me severe back pain ekọ. Unim say me ulcer over 30 years ni. 4 years ni ma da. Because meat eventually become uric acid in your system. Any acid ne wo me anka say, but this it's not science. This is what has happened within my experience. I know honest vegans.
And I was going to come there, Kwame. If this is your experiences, why are you propagating, heralding? I was saying vegan. Meanwhile, you believe that these are your experiences, and it doesn't necessarily mean a better transfer to other people the same way.
Yes,
because that's
what I'm saying. I have never said that the whole world should become vegan. Never. All that I'm saying is that make the compassionate choice, because me a climate change ambassador. Be a global climate change advocate.
So you're looking at veganism from compassion.
From the
perspective of compassion.
Compassion for the animals, compassion for your own health, and compassion for climate change.
Health, no what problem, let's say. Because it happened to you or it happened for you, it doesn't mean it will happen for me.
Exactly. Se ewiase asesa nipa adọọso onyankopon create asase biem the same circumference of asase a na 6 million independence time yete so no that same 34,000 square kilometer no and na 34 and yete so enti emrese san no wasesa ho they say enti entimi enkoso an behave et say the way I behave in 1956 no because emrese san. What you say? Enti the question na me woma rasta ne say answer na onipa eba be hu eja obe create fire obe create ebo obe be create dade e de tuabo so aye spear no na onipa da sani e de ne nsamo rewe etumrika che wansane e de sa ne sin we e ka ne minim e de ne nsamo rewe etete once and then honam.
Send any patient.
Now or the rate is say jatana. The answer is completely no.
You ask.
I beg you. The answer because
You're asking questions.
that time me no aba.
Okay.
That time no. Hwe sine oni patie. Yensa itimi de tete fruit. Ye betimi de atete
Fruit to be any
anka.
one.
Ye betimi de atete anka. Ye betimi de atete nneoma ebebuaye. Ansana onipa eba ben hu enya eja no ansana oba be start edinam enti before say onipa enya eja no eden na no de no anenam. Answer question man.
Good. Thank you very much. Hey. Me say me nia ete no ho ase say 10,000 years ago, 20,000 years ago, and 40,000 years ago, there was nothing like anka. Fruit now what this is saying no. They are all man-made. They were made in lab. Tangerine, then all the bananas, mango, pineapple, they are all made in lab. This is scientific fact. This is fact.
And you're natural.
It's not natural. There's no such thing as fruits in nature. What is in nature? They are berries. And those berries, no, in Sokrapo nim, small berries, and soundings and yamano, in Cranforth and Yoi. These are natural, ancient fruit trees, elderberries. You understand? And nobody can live on that. This is nature. We are talking about nature. You can't live on those things.
Into the academy, nipa
cabbage, 150 years ago. Go it was made from a plant called the wild mustard plant. Out of one plant, they call lab, lettuce, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower. You understand?
And boy.
No, all those are called cruciferous vegetables. These are all made. It's on also. I didn't bring my phone here. It's on charge. He can check. Cruciferous vegetables. Cruciferous. They were made from wild mustard plant. It is also advocating for planter. I want you to go into the forest, the bush. Yeah, when you see Onyamidria planter, tear and chew, and then you will know that we are not meant to eat plants. Plants, they have something called oxalate. They give kidney stones. I have a lot of vegans who are in my DM asking for remedies for kidney stones. I am telling you, the
oxalate causes that.
Yes, because it pulls oxalate, it pulls calcium out of your bone and bind to itself. And then when it passes through your kidney now, it is a bore. It causes kidney stones. So most of them have kidney stones. You understand? You see me, I don't want to mention.
So your argument is plant no crown or see anunti onion.
They are toxic.
They are toxic. Natural.
They are toxic. They have phytotoxicity. Into common pons. Center for Scientific. Yeah. Uye droa. Ebibi dro. So why ebibi dro? You say we malaria dro. Whatever. What the call answer? Because I won't be share toxicology. There are toxins inside plant. I have a friend lectin and a whole lot of toxins inside. Yeah. Information in a say we ye free one son I public consumption.
Ye free me boy.
Yeah, was any ye free mo Ghana herbalist be anyone more what's
herbalist. Oh mame.
What's that?
Oh mame. Now all the ensure egu beans home are there chin and sana no power.
And yeah beans
phyto acid na no ye.
There be me try and yeah who can beans me can plant. Beans is not what we are talking about. Who can beans? And also beans and all those grains, they have something called aflatoxins. Me can last 2021 on my page that we should stop eating those things. And last year, 2023, GBC, check it online. GBC, the better say the grains contains aflatoxins and they are causing cancer. The American scientists grab Ghana, they are trying to find the way forward. Because nature didn't make a bro. Nature anye bro ayedi. Nature anye beans. Nature
a bro too is
no. A bro ankas original bro manincheke.
Maize
original bro kitten. Ebi ni hobium. Nature anye bro. A bro na yedi sisi azia maize. Nature anye bro. What you say? Then you know, lab. Nature anya beans. Nature anya mo. Original and
red beans
nature
from nature
was made by man. All was made. In time, culture say you can't live in a bush. Go and live in a bush, not in your comfort zone, and be ordering things, you know, and pineapple because you know you are okay. Go and live in the bush and see if you can survive. But if I live in the bush, I will survive. Natural instinct. I will get what I want. I'll set traps. You understand? For survivor, I will survive before I come to the city. But you cannot survive in the bush, in the wild bush.
Because you let the animals go.
Go, and you're going to eat plants, and they will kill you. Those plants will kill you. Until there are some planter. Me, I'm a herbalist, serious herbalist. There are some planter. They have what we call defense mechanism. Not some plant. All plants have defense mechanism.
Everything in nature has defense. Everything in nature has.
Everything has conscious. Everything is conscious. It's the same. All kind of say more feeling. Plant sees when you enter into the bush. I talk to plant. You understand? Plant they see. Nobody wants you to eat them. Even plant. They don't.
If that is his argument, Kwame, your perspective of, you know, being passionate about animals, ninti amawaye vegan. Na plant no so would replace enam. And also feeling that's a wood plant.
Because Hindu folk names are the way. Hinduism.
Okay.
Me I'm recreational. I'm talking from a recreational point of view. My core religion is thing. You Krishna. Krishna ni be dokora poa. Or yem mantra. Or ba be do onwa inrua weed. On dokeke. Yes. Or yem mantras. E de pataomo. E bo chant sa esre ansa na wetumetwa. Because they know say everything is consciousness. What electromagnetic field. Ataria wishing a one field electromagnetic field. And then we atare where and say what the man will be for say on share. And also idea become later in another topic because everything has its own field. And that field is your field now. You understand? To be a consciousness. Mike way no one a field. Bibia one a field. Light way one a field. Is either good or is bad. So plants, you can't live on certain plants like that. You can modify them. And in a different way, in a different fruit to entice your eyes. You understand? But we were not meant to be eating certain things on a certain season. The Eskimos, they don't have fruit there. Nyankopon edi omo share ice mu. Alaska, fruit, vegetable be anyhow. So they live on seafoods. And the Eskimos, originally called the Inuit, they have the most highest quality life. Modern diseases in what we are seeing now. The Eskimos, no, they don't have it. And their diet is full of high fat. In fact, seal, seal, and salmon, so full of omega-3 fatty acids. And when we come to Africa, tribe in there, abrofono studies are the Maasai tribe. Yemfa Uganda, sebi Ghana ni yemfa Uganda ni experiment. Yeah, the Maasai indigenous people in the area
research.
Research. There is no high blood pressure in the Maasai community.
But omonum
moja. Omunum nenchwe moja, nenchwe milk. Omunum sa nyama everything cheese.
Blanket statement. I say what I can.
Omunum nenchwe moja.
What the research finding?
You don't know Maasai. You don't know the Maasai.
But me name say there be anywhere or what high blood pressure.
Me say obi anywhere some research no me. I don't have to be holding things like that. Say me fan chere.
Because who can say in public?
Of course.
Such a blanket statement at all. Obi say wa say me akọ ni moja.
Oh, there be. Man, send me chiremu.
High blood, therefore correlation.
They come mojano. Na me can say moja. They have a way of tapping it. Yen ya say be yen na ya okọ rounds now. Yeah, videos no what the maya so call omo ye bi man no na onom ye nti mo mayan to ye
wanom ana onom
onom
But say you be boss wa him feed.
and come be can say boss
eti ma
di mo jani fast
Obama podcast na che.
Da bi o say che ye be no one and two global warming I mean person me try no say so person onyi che wo wiase a unforgetting about WHO. WHO. Omo ye fraud. Na me come in me come.
WHO no chire mu
World Health
Organization.
Organization bia for us. Omo nye organization bia omo dwene ye ho. Eni nyina ye propaganda. An kan chire it's all lies. Now, your statement be said nentwie mu ana omo nye ni sa niam no. Me start me ka chire wo say me ankasa me condemn how a omo nye mo no. We were never having any problem in the world. And sana sa farming no mo ye commercial farming ne bae. Inti ye no crapo no. In the carnivore community,
here for spearheaded the commercial farming,
the food industry, the same
backed by the World Health Organization,
backed by big pharma. On one of control, food industry is controlled by big pharma, controlled by Rockefeller. On one. What I say, Elizabeth and Crawford, one of creators a browning yama. They can create a whole they have something they call HAP. I want to control where they're not in so and top. Ye be Kenya a punish Masai for no. A fact a war online. And ya fin I'm not church says would me count them check it. And you know there was drought in Kenya for almost 12 years. Now you soon talk Kenya. Emma Masai for no livestock just because they want to push corn on them. And Queen Elizabeth pushed corn on them. This is a fact in Kenya. Everybody knows it. Now Masai crappled on dear bro, because according to their folklore, their mythology, Omunyame no Omufre no Ngai catch them say Mama Omon tele assassino. And also no ewo adie ewo ho. This you know the meaning of farming. Farming means you are overtaxing the land. Assassino and say we assassino. You understand? So you should keep animals, crops. Omo ejanan no dung no enwa na be regenerate assassino. Nentwie a toilet no sebe ne janan no and say assassino. It provides a lot of nitrogen and bacteria and compost for the grass. Now saying free biome. No mo ejawa ha. Omutumija hanumo for 6 months. From another place. This is how nature created the bulls in this animal in one sign. The herbivores do such jobs. And then the carnivores control the population of the herbivores. Sana nature running things. This is called food chain.
What kind of back?
To me.
What do you mean by that?
Exactly. Anything that's why I know the others are not true.
What I say? Food chain. You cannot stop food chain. Sanet here. You apotro one you odi. What I say? Oh, the insect. Where should the way? The apotro no.
Didn't the old can you because it's much maybe before.
Nah, you dear. You know, Obianu one you odi or one you odi. A man of mine, Sininiama. Obianu in the food chain, and no one complains it. It is like that.
Into what Nipa there was a worry now.
And now make can say, and no cry after a ba and no. Obianu energy level. One. You see, when you come on my page, I don't advocate, like I said, eat meat. I turn my food primal foods. I call it primal food. Primal food, yeah, eduania, early before agriculture revolution. And I'm going say a brony sanyamana ye can agriculture revolution. And say no buy no never say starch and I say but we were primal eaters. We were powerful people, you know. Like if you are a Gan man, you understand. The descendant of Numu Boketelawe, these are fishermen, well built. Naturally built. Sana na nkran 40 because they were eating only seafoods.
When they were paddling, that is the gym. They were doing physical activities.
What are about my ancestors in India? What are you talking about? You should talk about your ancestral food. This is what they were eating in ancient Nubia. Uko Museum or Egypt is here. It's there. People are going to pay to watch.
But we're making a very fat point. Where Opache said the gym was in paddling the country.
Yeah.
So omega-3 can hold a guy.
I have a guy, no more chinet, no. Gym exercise na man so sa can form.
Okay, I'm so why establish a point.
My men can be there.
Global warming, no. It takes a lot of destruction, of land to plant soya to feed a vegan community.
Ow.
To destroy trees.
Ow.
You have to plant soya bean, you have to destroy mice. In Kurani combine harvester no. A whole lot of squirrels. And internal bones say crow. Bones say no man. They be no much combine harvester because they are looking for
the mice.
You understand? Avocados, you have to kill a lot of acres of land. And ne frama oyi sada omoka almost in ntwe frama no oyi frama methane na edo na cause global warming ntro
no
na say won sada nso to we don't have righteous people enough in this world.
October class in Shuato.
Because it's supposed to be dry. We don't have righteous people. That's what I want to teach guys. Of course, we don't have righteousness does not mean going to church. Righteousness doesn't mean stop eating meat. Or righteousness doesn't mean or eat meat. A different thing. It's called love frequency. Or we need love frequency. That love frequency now is on the surface of the earth. I don't know, a pejani padas and soon, the hydrogens within you and the waters within you. Your right brain start to function. You have compassion for your brother. You don't talk about tribal, in a way Asantini, in a way Eveni, in a way Kroboni, this is what is happening on our land. If we stop doing those things now, I'm telling you, there's not going to be dry season. There's not going to be whatever season. It's over Tosa.
I get your point. My references now, person or the man and any person. I'm with the talk.
That question be very important. Or say combined harvest are kwa na M1 mpete Dietary. Pacho vegan for I will be saying in a jai. Yenina dinama combined harvest will be jai wekiana. Say or kwa combined harvest and be jai wekiana. Onipa endi plant biu. Munya isa. Ye can't say ma, yen kamunokre. Onipa da seni. Say yina ye jai namdia, which I'm not advocating for. The world would need 70% less land. It is a old rodents now party said ya wo kano dia. And ye, say yina ye plants. Said ya beya. Yeah, 70% less land now rodents in the wasono. A bit me go back into quiet and as a forest so that the animals can live happy. If you truly, but what can I be brain? You like the sound of your voice. If you truly like the rodents, then the biodiversity never honey there. And yendi plants. The thing is that mimin can't that's be the whole world. And kofobu amuti nsuo so. Eno kwani aduane ombenya dia ebebom. Kofobu so amuti desert so. Eti say Jewfo a omu free Misrim. Eko omukro mu omunam esreso 40 years. Omukofa plant we. Nantwie ne mmoa no omunam ni bia no omubedie. Mimi gina ho sisi se me koda desert so na se aduane bia ni wa. Eti ukas mewu. Debi mechi nantwie adi. Anase me koka nsuo so a medi fish. However, me ti akra ya. Me wo prekese. Me wo beans. Me wo lentils. Me wo seaweed. Me wo aduane a what low glycemic index. Teho ena onya mae no. Plants no ye wom two. Or say ni nyina carbohydrate, ni nyina starch no correct. But e bi wo a high glycemic index and e bi a low glycemic index. It's a aduane bi te say berries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, any ade no. Se wodi a and spike insulin levels. Enti se obi say wenya high blood pressure. Na odi aduane na ekwa technically all foods become glucose at the end of the day. But say would aduane a ewo low glycemic index it is saying katie any idea. Who LDL no will work. The conversation no emu no kre and say a lot of nkrofo ye vegans no omo ndidi because they still eat omo pizzas any omo a white bleach bread enom omo esichire enom omo drinks yahye na esichire ma ene neoma ye de glyphosate egum to preserve it from say it's
true
enti so we vegan eneoma miensa uhia eho eden se obenya wo plant mu iron B12 vitamin B12 and vitamin D so we abrocha Ghana had ye vitamin D deficiency because and once we
have it
and once the okofo we mo condition mu ofie no atena condition mu on care mu akọ share condition ubenya deficiency ami minya ne anopa bia me roro me night say ras ma betena me garden mu na ma ye me garden me ye me garden na awie hye me ahomache no menya me vitamin D me ko vitamin B12 no kra ye ka ho asem ubenya bi in algae ubenya bi in seaweed. What you say enti se wo ye vegan na se wen didi na se wo lake sa enome ya untimi mfa nhye se vegan na wa ye nti and ama wa ye anemic because enkofo bebre 92% of all the people on the earth are anemic. Are they all vegans? There be it say ye didi one was say ma meka no. And to answer the question say me say say me do emwa sentient intimindi but plants and so it me take in data data but it is very very simple. I mean the scientific way to look at it is even the relationship between the flower and the bee or ban in China or release electromagnetic way who say ba kwa ba hadada. What you say intiminim say plants no or non so life
the flower talks to the bee.
Yes, they do. Or not so alive. However, the question is, media mejitum say climate change. Because mimi chrome one kasa me free. Upper voltam. Baby, I free ankasa no. And ye insuo etuomo because water levels are rising. Men to etuomo I say, baby, omo tenye frewo esuo. It's immediate. Men who say mako all around the world, climate change, I can see differences. I can see the change in temperature levels. I can see the need until as you keep the global temperature at 1.5 because a bro 1.5 what is ebe lower bebo ewo baby any say riabo na enwina ba baby any say enwina ba now water levels are rising it will affect farming and affect a lot of things.
The major culprit when it comes to global warming, I've read, is industrialization.
It is 100%, but fossil fuel mining first related to
let me just stick to industrialization.
Industrialization.
Whose idea is that? Who brought it about?
The same people. Right?
How is it connected to the WHO?
I can't make the connection, but meaning say
they are the same people.
Europeans.
They are the same people. The food industry, the big pharma, they are the same people. Air conditioning.
So the person causing the problem is the one that is fighting the problem.
They're fraud.
I don't get it. Kofi, yeah, Africa for your net total contribution to CO emissions in the whole world is less than 4%. Because I mean, global warming conversation no kware ni Europe, Sweden, Scandinavia, China, America. But the reason I mean me interested say me boa na ma lower me contribution ne say enframa borders. Enframa me home no enu abi na obi ahome wo wiase. Eti say enframa say ewo Cote d'Ivoire ebi be kam wo Kumase. Enti mframa ne de oni borders enti me pene so say conspiracy theory no obroni na ye but yankase anisu gani 4 years ago mene World Bank for any solidarity adwuma bi ye call 54 communities all around Brahafo any ade e na me call Jomoroko kan galamsi asma ko mo bo me no climate change asemia ye call ye no me ankasa me hui ma me panyi betima abaka cho say aha say na nsuo da ha o emra me ya ba ya no ansa kra na me bechi man na nsuo da ha enso ene nsuo ne ni hobi na edua kese bi si ha etwa na we si ha first no na ye nananom style a omo ede efa me ne friend proka utwa on sesa nkohye ye nananom nim carbon emissions dada enti ubeja wo so na wakọ ubeba back no na grow biodiversity. Anti climate change in command the nipa does it will even be impossible say you could do 9 billion now still the quality of the earth na netie because send the bible ne kan da ube hu nyansa no sa da no a ube wu ye nipa hu nyansa enti ye hu ekwan a eti enam na the same way I was say fruit are ye di ne no e different from
nyansa different
nyansa rasa me no ya adwene ras me no ya adwene nyansa we in quote so say cause nyansa ka say ni say wu say nyansa we ye jimi eti that's why I agree with thanks for the correction enti say say ye hu say enyo me sesa. To answer your question, semi-di plants na mi wudia. Na semi-di plants na mi any semi-di nam na ebe se asase. Adenti na mi di plants ni nkwa na maintenance. Understanding that both of them have feelings and the plant is not sentient as the animal, but the plant also has feelings. But semi-di plant a mewu. Se mi-di plants any enamo a miwu. Se mi di na mo nko a me dem dwen se mewu me dwen se me ho be popo menya nerve problem me di na mo nko a mewu and ya denti na me di plant nko a na me hwehwe plant a e wo low glycemic index a me di a me yare ni nyina beko na me
so that is for you and it works for you.
Exactly.
Okay, Matthias, now yen hwene yen pon asa yakasa ache enchechiremu e wo ho bia me gidi se de o hwe yen no obenya e wo eye dwumadie yi so. Let's look at the spiritual benefits. Ebi wo hosa se wudi eye ahamane nuamane nko ano a eno no honhom no are you elevated? Do you get any pros? Majority and as a orenam no nko ana wa anwenam no so a is there anything like that? Mami fan fika.
Okay, media me dream say in me experience. And here answer question you can say spirit what is it to me? Spirit is very abstract. You can say spirituality 2 words for me, ritual and a spirit. It's spiritual. Na adia echere me say ritual adia wotaye. Emrano at a certain point. And spirit to me echere say the unseen kindness and I say odo elte honam yechi ana say honam yitimu yemfa yani hu
ete honam yimu
de me dwen say honam ne te spirit yes spirit ne te honam nim spirit ne so ene say ye check obi e brain waves ne ade first ne de nyoma tetare no ho ene wo de ne share dan mu a ubetimi hu ne timu asem nyina scientifically enti I have come to know that the body lives in the spirit not the other way enti spirit no a divine
and we can source this to you.
Oh yes, completely.
Okay.
Met me ako Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza. I hear a lot of research on it. Bruce Lipton, Bruce Lipton. I want to hear a lot of on
biology of
exactly, the biology of belief. Exactly. Enti se me mendin mi jai nam dino. Me kundalini rising completely different from when I used to meditate at Medina. I didn't hear 3 reasons. 1, because cortisol no affecting me mood. Eti me yi cortisol, extra cortisol free no external cortisol. Apart from be a me yare ne dro na manom no cortisol. Se me da correctly, na me nyane time e se me nyane. Na me tena se me meditate ya. And nam say me jai nam diniti. 1 me feel guilt. Say meditate no feel guilty. How I drink kakra. And 2 cortisol level say wo me muno esu very low. And me ankasa personally me want me very light. So to become light is very easy because I'm already light, knowing that I'm doing the right thing and sharing compassion for the universe. And it helps me.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that's it. Kwame. One say there will be a friend on. The biology of belief, your belief system. Your belief system. Guilt. O feel guilt, it affect your cells. O feel love, it affect your cells. Grief, it affect your cells. Sanity. Intino or no. Me person used to wear the be to say, a belief system. When you get certain information from a certain group of people, like the vegan community, you always have guilt in certain things. So at the end of the now we are, now we feel it, sir. Tamana a woman, I used to feel like that. Me bre.
So the yachro ni. Oh yeah, the pepe.
Yachra was saying.
Would you this says we and can home better. If it be a wakobi mu.
But why drinking
a bull for.
Why drinking a bull for? Me bre. At the medical hospital, the oxygen see me so. Mean to me home. Me iron akofom and all those things. You see, who was sika different. Who was sika now we are vegan different. There is a doctor Oshe sika or say millions are trying to reverse his age because Owusika or turn the company $800 million into Oshe supplement or born or pioneer easy. You understand? If you have money, they say sebe bra. Sabi, one same. Ultimator then algae, ultimator kelp, ultimator spirulina and sanya man. Yeah, start here, not spirulina and sanya man. Ultimator. I'm talking about 1999. Konyeska wa infa. Umami kra wa pakra apamu with every fee just because you say you don't want to eat meat. Konyeska wa infa. Na me down completed building. Konyeska wa infa. So we became deficient early. You understand? And the shops are a book Ghana bebre. And then people are going into it. You know, we call a shop right, you know, a section of just a spirulina, ninyama, marker,
vegan supply
things. Sometimes na yenya. Just a what bang African American be no di bia bana or no e di bia na was when you be. Yenya ni easy. So what I'm saying is that who feel guilty, it will affect your meditation. There are people who are eating meat, are eating fish, are eating whatever, and they are serious Buddhists. The Zen Buddhists. What you say? And they are there. Because I'm reprogramming ourselves, you know. They don't feel guilt. In nature, once I can wedi. Once I can, you are cool. Sometimes I live 7 months without eating any form of animal product. Sometimes when I get it, I eat it. Sanity. Ubit me ba sebe opeja otupon ni sani mano. Openi a lot of calories. Untumi in fact sani pan ento plant so. So undi goben kwa. That person need dense nutrients to work, to stand in the sun, to burn a lot of calories. No or they tare opeja blocks. Hustler untumi in fact ento sani man. So be prano onisika. You understand? So, obia no even Dr. Laila Africa or no vegan community you know obia ni no say the books here serious books. One book is called Nutritional, holistic African holistic health. Then all kind about diet. Also choose your diet according to the work that you do. Choose your diet. Inti say you obia no wadwuma no sebe me bra boko adwuma.
Or no adwuma.
Like utna ho more. What as acquire office maybe a few, you know, cool thing na onya manual labor. Then vegan. Easy for you to go on that vegan thing because you are not burning a lot. You understand? Until you choose according to Intra-American say, I don't even advocate for mojanam. You understand? I talk more about seafoods and then raw milk, not pasteurized milk. Raw milk, because the raw milk are reversing Crawford diabetes. Uko Rwanda, raw milk no monum. Fetching African countries bebre. And there will be a Rwanda neighbor and they will tell you that they will swear, say a milk no. Into no symbol emblem crap we didn't ni resource bia nintwie no ane omu bibia sana Ghana ye wo beer bar ne niama no ukọ ho no mo milk bar the unity eba instead of obako no marketation ukọ na wako 1 jug of fresh milk no one nom ana kifa kifa ana some friend Greek yogurt no no Rwanda you understand school children nkwala nyina no se me back school no mo nkwala nyina no na e mo school nti omo adwuma bie Mama Jume be akola 5 years, na Jume be because they get a lot of nutrients. Inte no no more than omo di leave. Now the spiritual side na make can say me nua no oka no no kre e wo no side because of feeling guilt. But me, I learned something called essences, batch formulas, which I have them. Like I said, I'm the only person who has that kit. It's called holistic life treatment. I will feel next time I'm because we used to project already. And we drink to me I have all the energies, all the plant essences, orchids, mushroom essence, animal essence, whales, dolphin. I have all of them in the house. You understand? And there's something that we learn. Emotional causes of disease are very, very crucial. Say uni odo wo mu a ubenya diabetes. Yes. Uni odo wo mu. Diabetes is yearning for love. This is what we call emotional causes of diseases. And so it's not always about what you put inside your mouth. I have seen a lot of vegans who are eating the best. African Americans, doctors, vegans, they died, in front of me. And you say, they cannot afford the best though. But enye bibia yembu nipa yenjaji nipa but omakuma mu enye akuma no eya na de bia wo love wo mu a I'm telling you unyare eno ntina omo ye comedians they live longer obia osre obia de bia na nije owo mo odo and a compassion when mu naturally no or then o live good. The centenarians omo America omo mu nyi 200 ni nyama kona go hwe omo ni diet bia Obo say you got to crap on no and so we do 115 chubby ni pebi na cigarette sinano and so no odi aduane bia so 115 China obo say abrewa 85 no of bicycle and so odi aduane bia sebe apotrone niama you understand into no to live longer no e yeneme bebre niame ni aka no no kre but odo me I want people to cultivate love more. We are herbalists, cultivate more love. When someone comes, take care of them. And ye bibia na esika. Me, in Crawford, many of my juma or Ghana, and come disika dimenim pa. Anka sebe say, anka, no, anka by this time, and over say, hey, abansro ni mama 1 year easy. On say in Crawford, me bobo mudia manu ediane amom. Nana gabin ketia, personal assistant to Kufo. Yeah, chief of yard Dwyer Quanta. Akusia Buzia. Imagine all these people. Duncan Williams. Imagine all these people. Top people. John Singleton. Hollywood actors. Serious directors. But me first can't demean him. I cultivated high compassion within me. Into compassion and kasano. And only raise it and the amount of magnetic field on the
so that is important more than anything else.
It is more important that you have to cultivate. We are to me and check it, but we are your friend is saying 1-2 diagnosis how to check your energetic field. You understand? With your own body and my body. I can check. You check my brother. It's simple. You will see your energetic field. Chain crash and come for media check it. Also chain in one. Energetic field in S1, magnetic field in S1, or say chain it to me channel. Or catch that chain and say on channel one, or say chain it to me swing it echo clockwise. I send your baby son biano, or so to me you are.
Fela ne de Dawson.
Yes.
Kongo Wattu.
No.
Medawasi.
Medawasi to the people. And then Kwame. You brush your game, man.
It was a very nice conversation.
The best here, but it doesn't end here. I know, sir. Good year, I've been fooling me, of course. One casano, Ubehu Kwaya, Odo, Ebefaso. The choice is yours to make.
Yeah.
I cannot push anything down your throat.
Yeah.
All the best. Nyame show I'm in Preda. Emre say me the best night of for bro. Maka.